Hello, my dear students. So today, in this video, I'm going to showcase Gurudev Rabindranath Tagore, one of the greatest poets of India. You know about Rabindranath Tagore because, first of all of us were familiar with a poem which every Indian one or the other time we have sung. It's Janagana Mana. This is a national anthem, right? So whoever went to school, we know what is this, what is the scope and importance for this national anthem. So this was written by Gurudev Rabindranath Tagore. Right. So here I am going to give you introduction to Tagore, Gurudev Rabindranath Tagore. This is my English classes. Okay, I am yours Yogesh DH. Okay, let us continue with it. Yeah, Rabindranath Tagore. So here is a rare photograph of Rabindranath Tagore. So here is he looks very old. Okay, and so in this video is not much older like this, right? A very cute photograph of Rabindranath Tagore, and here we go with another photograph, right? So it's a beautiful photograph of Rabindranath Tagore. There are three photographs which I got on the internet. They are the rare photographs I have seen. Maybe you also. That's why I collected this here. So he was called as the Bard of Bengal. Okay, the Bard means okay, one who sings. Okay, the bird. Because this type of names we have known already. Because William Wordsworth was called as Bird of Arm, right? So in the same way, here he was given the name the Bard of Bengal, right? So this is Rabindranath Tagore's signature in English. Okay, it's available in the internet. You can go there and get introduction to Rabindranath Tagore. Yes, Tagore was born on 7th May 1861 in Bengali Brahmin family in Kolkata. So now we know Kolkata, right? So he was born in a Bengali Brahmin's family, right? Rabindranath Tagore. He was, as we every one of us know him as a poet who has written our national anthem Janagana Mana, right? He is also a writer. Okay, means he has written many novels or short stories, right? And then playwright. So playwright, he has written some plays, dramas, and composer. Music is one of his best areas, interesting areas there. As a philosopher, we know him as a Gurudev Rabindranath Tagore, great philosopher of India, and social reformer to reform the society. That is one of the ideologies in life, and a painter, and also he was a freedom fighter. He is a good painter also, right? So in Bengal, he become a very important icon to have a renaissance in Bengal. Okay, author of the profoundly sensitive and fresh and beautiful verse. Verse means poem, poetry of Gitanjali. We know everyone heard of this thing, Gitanjali, right? So this is profoundly sensitive, very beautiful poems. As a human beings, we are very sensitive to the nature, to the feelings and everything. Whenever we read these poems, we are greatly affected by the mood of the poet when he has written these things here, and fresh. It's universal and unique also, right? And beautiful words. They are very beautiful words. The poems ever written, right? So Tagore became the first non-European to win the Nobel Prize for Literature in 1913. It's not a common issue, right? We should be very proud of those things. On those days, it's in 1913, before independence, right? One of our Indian who got Nobel Prize, right? So still we remember him, right? And Tagore's poetic songs were viewed as spiritual and mercurial. Okay, they are spiritual, in praise of God. He has written many poems, especially Gitanjali, which is spiritual. Okay, many says that it's a journey of a soul towards eternity, right? Towards the permanence, and it's mercurial, very active, right? That is the power of his poems in Gitanjali and other verses. His elegant prose and magical poetry, look at the adjectives used here. Elegant prose and magical poetry remain largely unknown outside Bengal because he has written it in his mother tongue Bengali, then he himself translated. Okay, but many of them they were not known to the world. He is referred to as the Bard of Bengal and Gurudev. We already discussed about these things here, right? Okay, continue with it. He wrote in primarily in Bengali. He translated a number of his own works into English. So we come to know that he was well versed with English literature, English language, the poetic language. Tagore wrote poetry as an 8-year-old boy. He started his career when he was 8 years old. Such a very young boy has written poem. Then look at the journey at the age of 16. It was 8, right? He released his first substantial poems under pseudonym. Okay, so pseudonym is here a pen name, Kavyanama, right? Bhanu Simha. Okay, what is Bhanu? We know. Okay, Bhanu Simha, a sun lion. Okay, so these poems, when he was 16, he has written and then they were released. So, what is the impact of those poems on that age? They were seized upon by literary authorities as long lost classics. Look at the word here. It is a classic which was long lost, but which was brought up by Rabindranath Tagore, 16-year-old boy. How can he felt those things on those days? What a beautiful poems he has written. They were called as the classics in Bengali. So that is the greatness of Gurudev. By 1877, he graduated to his first short stories. Okay, a journey. It goes on. So his first short stories, they were published, and next dramas published under his real name. Okay, earlier his pseudonym was Bhanu Simha, then he started to write in his own name. That is his literary career, right? As a humanist, universalist, internationalist, and ardent anti-nationalist, because on those days India was in the hands of Britishers. It was British India. So he was against the authorities. He was fighting for the freedom of the nation. That's why he was called as anti-nationalist. He was fighting for the freedom, right? He denounced the British Raj, right, and advanced independence from Britain because he was there, he was studying in Britain, but he left his education in England and he get back to India. He denounced the British Raj because they are the rulers. Okay, he was fighting for the freedom. Tagore modernized Bengali art. Okay, everything. So literature, painting, and singing, music. He has interest in everything, every art. That's why Tagore modernized Bengali art. It was a saying, and it was true. By spawning rigid classical forms and resisting linguistic structures. Okay, he changed everything. Okay, and linguistic structure. He changed it. He was such a great revolutionist on those days. His novels, stories, songs, dance dramas, Geet Gayan, okay, and it was a dance drama, right? And essays spoke to topics political and personal. That was the greatness of this man, okay. So the layers of his greatness are opening up one by one. So, as Tagore has written many literature in his lifetime, so here I have taken the list. Okay, very important one, Gitanjali, for which he got Nobel Prize. Gitanjali. What is Gita Anjali? Okay, Gitanjali. Gita means song. Okay, Anjali. It is offerings to the God. So he is, through these songs, he is offering a God. So how wonderful the title itself, right? Next one, Gora. Okay, it was also very popular. Okay, here Gora means in Hindi or in Bengali it was fair face, a very beautiful face, right? Then Gare Bhair. Ghar, Ghar, Hindi, it's the home and the world, Bhair, right? I don't know how my pronunciation is correct. Okay, what Bengali. Okay, so the home and the world are his best known works, and his verse, poems, short stories, and novels. These are the three things which were very popular. Okay, and his compositions were chosen by two nations as national anthems. Janaganamana, we know, that is India's national anthem, and we are unknown to the other truth that another country in the world, they have a national anthem which was written and composed by Rabindranath Tagore. Which country? Maybe many of you don't know, and many of you know. Okay, yes, Bangladesh. Bangladesh is its national anthem is Amar Shonar Bangla. Okay, again I repeat, I don't know the pronunciation of this in Bengali. Okay, let me continue. So anyhow, he died on 7th August 1941. He was living in post-independence India. Right, at the age of 80 he died. He never seen India as an independent India. Thank God, I think. Okay, in Calcutta, then it was called Bengal Presidency, that was ruled, the head office in Bangla. Okay, it was called as Bangla Presidency, and South India it was Madras Presidency. So Madras Presidency it was in Tamil Nadu, in Karnataka and Andhra Pradesh and Kerala. They were ruled under this Madras Presidency. Okay, it is west. Okay, it is Bengal, in British India. It was called British India. Now it is, look at the spelling here, the difference we can note. Kolkata, West Bengal, India. Okay, so these are the things which comes to know about Rabindranath Tagore. Because of the time restrictions, okay, I worked out on this brief history of Rabindranath Tagore, and here there is a name Rabindranath Tagore in Bangla language. This was written like this. In Bengal language it is Rabindranath Tagore. Okay, so here I finish with the introduction to Rabindranath Tagore. Okay, thank you very much. So I am Yogesh DH. Here is my English classes videos. Thank you very much. Have a nice day.